So, Pappas, let me ask you a question. When illegals vote in the state of New Jersey, whose fault is it?
Democrats.
Well, no, it's Trump's fault.
Oh.
When there's more homeless people on the streets of Los Angeles, whose fault is it?
The Democrats.
It's Trump's fault.
God damn it!
And did you know
that you didn't study?
Just about every part of your day,
I didn't know there was
and I think the national average now is close to 90% of your day is being captured on camera somewhere.
That's hot.
That is a fact.
That's hot.
And you see Pappas is here. You'll be glad to know he's got a clean bill of health, and we'll explain all that on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. So Pappas is with us today, and Andrew, we're glad you're here. He's
how glad
he comes to us with a clean bill of health. Let's go ahead and roll that video because look, he's very proud of his Greek heritage. He doesn't like to refer to himself as hairy.
It's a shit.
He refers to himself as furry.
I'm leaving it.
So as such, he decided to get a proper physical examination. And this is what he's been doing the last couple of days. You'll see the medical professional that comes in to give him an examination, checking the backside there. I mean, look at that.
I just showed that to you.
Oh no! Don't scratch
So I told you I saw
But you
this.
turning this shit on me.
We had it 4 hours ago.
That's just
saw
not
this
cool.
video.
Such pretty colors on you.
But your nails
Such a
look
pretty
great. Your
fox.
teeth
Yeah.
look great.
Do foxes like scritches?
Yeah, and, the part where she lifts up the tail. I mean, you weren't embarrassed at all.
That's all I'm saying.
Check this tail.
That is a whole lot of
Yeah,
damage.
well, look at that. There you go. Very
Great
keeping
health
your
back
backside
here.
in good shape. So,
Let's see those teeth.
Andrew,
Oh, yeah.
we're
All
happy that
right.
you come to
Check
us with a
these
clean bill of health.
ears.
We were wondering why you
Another
weren't here,
one.
Yeah.
and we were
Perfect.
concerned, but obviously privacy is
All right,
preference.
let's get you
Actually, that
vaccinated
video is
up.
from
Make
a
sure you're
local
ready to
Democrat
play.
debate that just took place. So let's be clear. Let me ask you a question.
Look at that. Look at his
Looks like-
face.
I'm gonna
Look at
pose you
his
guys. Riddle
face.
me
He's
this.
so happy to be there.
Riddle me this. Who do you think those people vote for?
So eager.
I mean, seriously. What side of the
Andrew
aisle are they?
Pappas.
Yeah, Andrew Pappas, right? It's unfucking believable.
Yeah. Those are
We're
those are
done. We're done.
those are
That's it.
Pete Buttigieg voters. Those are AOC vote. Have you seen the latest poll? AOC is now leading the Democrat Party
Good.
as
Yes.
a potential
Please, and thank you.
presidential candidate.
Good.
She's followed closely by Pete Buttigieg,
Good.
and then bringing up the complete ass end is Kamala Harris.
You know, Pete Buttigieg. You know what?
Kamala Harris. I mean, come on. You can't even in your own party. You can't do better than AOC and Pete Buttigieg, and you were vice president for 4 years.
Let me tell you. Do you know what the population?
She is a complete loser.
Do you know what the population of what's
South Bend, Indiana?
What's the population?
I don't know.
Take the college out of it.
40,000.
Take the college out of it. It's
40,000.
about 40. That's what
Yeah.
Anderson Township is, and that's what actually Anderson Township is bigger than that. This guy's only claim to fame was that he was mayor of South Bend, Louisiana, and he chest feeds, and that's it. That's it.
He said South Bend, Louisiana.
South Bend, Indiana, whatever, close enough.
Well, he's a fake bicycle
Indiana,
rider.
Louisiana.
So he's
We've
not-
already got him all fucking turned up, buddy.
So, I mean, the problem is that he was a DEI hire for the Biden administration to check a box. He's completely inept. Judging,
He
from
shit the bed. He shit the bed.
Shit a lot of
Up
things.
up north in Ohio, he shit the bed.
Well, the problem is the people
Yeah, on the
from
train
South-
derailment.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's correct. And the South Bend, Indiana people have said the roads are, his one job, the one thing they kind of bitch about, are the roads decent? And the roads suck up there. And he was like, I have a plan to fix it. He didn't do that. He's a failure. He's an absolute abject failure. Now he lives in, where does he live now?
I don't know
I have
where he
no
lives.
idea.
Okay,
I
he
don't
lives
know
in
enough.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Oh,
So
shit.
he's
It's
He's
going-
your
always
neighbor.
Michigan. It's always Michigan.
He's going to now be like,
He's-
the Democrat poster child for being the savior. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I hope he does.
Does he call you up in the winter time and
He
say,
does
"Hey,
not,
Andrew, let's
no.
get the snow machines
we
out"?
don't
Yeah.
spoon or
Let's
anything
let's
like
go.
that.
Let's go check out those
You go.
roads.
You go first. I'll be right behind you.
It's just you and I.
Just me and you.
No,
We're
no,
going out to check the roads.
know.
I just can't let go of my job.
The sun sets about 5:30. It'll be nice out.
He's like, I'm not quitting you, Pappas.
I really like my shirt. See how pink it is?
You know, the best commercial when Booty Gig was running for president that I saw that really took a shot at him.
We used to call him butt plug.
Yeah, but
well,
blood
Booty
works.
Gig, but whatever it is.
Whatever.
But the best commercial I saw
The
that
classics
really
never died.
that really took a shot at him, that talked about what an absolute failure he was as mayor in South Bend, Indiana, came from the Biden campaign.
Yeah, they were vicious.
During the primary.
Yeah, they were
they
vicious.
just absolutely destroyed him.
No, but the media forgets that. The media doesn't bring that
Yeah.
up. But you know who remembers? Other Republicans that hopefully saw it and kept it and can access it, because the guy is completely and utterly inept. You know what? So he
did tell us that highways are racist. So there
he
is
did.
that.
He did that.
You know.
So they adopted a child. Whoop-de-doo. Great for them.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
he did.
I'm very-
He did have
I'm-
about
I'm-
$12 billion to spend on charging machines.
I'm very pro adoption.
and I
okay?
think he
That's
he
great.
got one built.
But the point of the matter is, he took like, what was it, 2 months off when they adopted their child because he had to chest feed.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
he had the man feed.
Well, you know
maternity
what?
maternity leave is a serious thing.
You know who just had a baby?
Not you.
Carolyn Levitt.
Actually, there was an incident I
I
had
didn't-
earlier this afternoon. It felt like I was having.
I
a
was
baby.
wondering why my phone was ringing. You needed somebody to sign a birth certificate.
Even after your examination, you've still
I
got
ate
those issues.
Let's
going
just
on.
say it at Taco Bell and things didn't go well. But no, the thing is that our vice president just had a baby.
Yes.
And
Hey,
he's
well,
right back
Carolyn
on the
Levitt
job.
had one, but then
Carolyn
obviously
Levitt,
Vance had one as well.
Well, I mean,
JD
okay.
Vance did not have the Usha. had
Wait,
it.
hold on a second.
So
Pete
congratulations to them.
Buttigieg adopted a kid,
Hit him and his.
and so he took 2 months. Him and his partner, and they took like 2 months maternity leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
JD Vance's wife had a baby. He
Fact.
took like 2 days.
Yeah.
And that's it. He's not on
No,
maternity leave. So I mean, my point.
He's the
here
vice
is if you're
president of the
gonna-
United States. He's
Okay,
got
well,
work to
this
do.
other guy was trans. He was a trans secretary of something.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
I see what you did there. Nicely
At
done.
the end of the day, he takes his job seriously. JD Vance.
JD
does.
Vance, though.
You know who else had a baby? Caroline Levitt. I think she's had
Yeah.
2 babies now, maybe 1 or 2. I don't even know. But she comes right back to work because
Well,
that's what
she took a few weeks off.
a few weeks, not
Well,
months and months.
I
And months.
know, but she was
She actually
That's a lot.
bore the child, Dan.
Yeah, it's
I
a
know.
lot different action.
she was back at the White House this week.
She
though.
didn't just go pick up the
I know.
child, Dan. But Pete Buttigieg.
And
is a
by the
complete
way,
abject
when
failure.
Caroline Levitt was gone, they had rotating press secretaries
yes,
come in.
and Marco Rubio.
Yeah,
did a
Marco
great
Rubio
job.
was fantastic.
Right.
JD was
I
fantastic.
put my name in the list. They didn't call
Scott Bassett was
I think I would've-
unbelievably
me.
good.
Could you see me as press secretary?
Oh my God.
That'd be great. Or would that not
That,
be
that
great?
would be.
It's
you
bad
and-
enough 2 times a week we see you in front of a
Zeke
microphone.
Arkham as press secretary
That'd be
would,
awesome.
would
You
be absolutely killer.
Shut the fuck up. Next.
And you got Zeke there.
Get him out of here.
Zeke's got your back. He's just
Listen, I'm just saying, Jill. I'm saying I'm not necessarily slamming him per se, but he didn't really care about his job. Okay, and
He wasn't
just-
even good at
He
it.
wasn't even good at it. So if you have a
the only thing
commitment-
Pete Buttigieg was good at was
here comes.
at one point he got in charge. I think it was about $12 billion. And
For
so,
the charging stations?
well, no, I think he actually had about 120 he was going to be able to spend on different road projects.
Oh.
So, look, in DC, money equals power.
Mm.
So, when Buttigieg had access to all that money, he felt like he was a powerful guy because he was going to be able to go out and ladle out some money.
First time
And people had to, say yes, sir, and no, sir to him, which is the first time in his life that's ever happened.
Well,
So he's
he was a terrible mayor
oh,
from a very
was
small
probably not
city.
the first time that's ever happened.
Very
Yes, sir.
small
yes, sir.
city.
Probably.
Had no business being elevated to a position in the
No.
federal government. The only thing he did, he checked a lifestyle box of which the Biden administration desperately wanted to check, And that's why he was put in place.
But he's dangerous. He's still dangerous
Very dangerous.
because he's not stupid.
Well,
He's pretty fast on his feet. He's glib.
yeah.
He can respond to questions in a way that
compared to some of the other candidates, yes.
I mean, next to AOC, he's going to look very, very smart.
He's immense
if they ever get on the on a debate stage. Anyway.
But next to JD Vance, he's going to come across as a buffoon.
Yeah,
because JD Vance is very sharp on his feet. I heard a lot of discussion. There's a lot of chatter. Who's going to be? They're like JD Vance or Marco Rubio. I'm like, you know what? Those are two good choices. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm good with either.
I'm good with either one.
And don't forget about Ron DeSantis.
DeSantis, who's done
this time
amazing things in Florida. Florida's doing amazingly well. Although I did hear the if anybody from Florida, I did hear the high-end real estate market has tanked in Florida. That's what I've heard, because people are like, there's too many expensive homes. That's what I heard. So that's interesting.
So there's a glut.
There's an oversupply of high-end homes have been built, and we're talking like expensive.
Well, you know what will take care of that?
The market forces.
Market forces.
I think Mandami's going to go down there and fix it.
You think
I'll be in charge of the rent.
I would wager that his family has a place in Florida. I would love to see what that place is.
That would be funny if they did, but
I mean, they're rich. They've got houses all over the world.
They do. Did you hear the story about the letter that he sent to the New Yorkers with homes valued at over $5 million? You surely heard that.
Oh yeah, he's
raising your rent.
Yeah,
sending you a special tax.
Yeah, right. What's called like a Pierre de something
Pierre de Asolo.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got some weird name to it.
It's some fancy name, means we're coming up your ass. Seriously,
pretty much.
That's what it means.
Pretty much.
So how do you like to be? You're living in New York, right?
Did you see the video he put out attacking Netanyahu?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, the guy sounded like he was reading. And look, I complain all the time about news people and Democrats reading from the DNC talking points.
Right.
This guy was reading a narrative that could have been written and published by the propaganda department
of
Hamas,
Hamas,
your Hamas or any terrorist organization, because that's exactly what he's going through the whole list, talking about how Netanyahu is responsible for genocide.
Genocide here.
Netanyahu's responsible for starving poor Palestinian children.
Right.
Netanyahu's responsible for all these terrible things that have happened. Not once did he mention what happened on October 7th.
Oh no.
And what the what the terrorists did to the innocent men, women, and children in the kibbutzes.
Some of whom were American citizens.
We can't talk about that.
Hey. So
that goes against the narrative.
Yeah.
What do you think the average? Jason, maybe Dan has his computer and he's doing nothing. What is the average price of a home in New York City? I imagine it's got to be pretty high, because I know that it takes a fair amount of jack to live there. So I wouldn't imagine that
in New York City.
Yeah, in New York City. I imagine that a $5 million home, because there's probably penthouses that are way more than that, right?
Oh yeah.
So I imagine that $5 million home is probably not what you think it might be.
Average home value about $823,000.
Okay, how's that?
Median sale price $876,000.
Okay.
876.
Manhattan, well over $1 million.
Okay, so yes, so that's the city.
Brooklyn, 900,000 to 1.2 million. Queens, 700 to 900,000.
Queens, my old stomping ground.
So yeah,
back in the day when I was in the hood.
I mean, a house like this, the one we're in right now in New York, would probably be going for close to $2 million.
Priceless.
I don't know about that.
It would be
maybe.
Priceless.
I don't know.
You can't change the memories that happened in this house.
And are still happening.
Priceless.
And are being made.
Memories are being made.
Some of which might be made tonight.
But no, you're right. You're absolutely correct.
Fleeting as
you
they
take
might be.
you take this house and you plant it up there. Different fucking ball game.
No, but my point in saying that is $5 million probably doesn't buy as much as you think it does in New York.
No, absolutely.
Right. Not in our terms.
So they're sitting there, right? And I bet a lot of those people voted for Mandani. Maybe not, but I bet you that a fair amount did. And now they're getting a tax bill. And I hope they're like, what the fuck? I thought he was talking about
there's a lot of people that are moving out.
Well, but I mean, my point is
they're getting out.
You know what? It's easy to say, take it from that guy, take it from him until you become him. You see what I'm saying? It's so easy to sell to the masses.
Right.
Hey, we're going to make I'm going to make Dan pay for it. And Jason are like, yeah, fuck Dan. We're going to make Dan pay for it, which everybody says that at some point in their career. Fuck Dan. But then when we are the ones getting, we're like, wait a second.
I was going to say I've never said it, but I have said it.
But we're supposed to be fucking Dan, not us too. Well, you voted for this.
Right.
And you were warned this was going to happen.
And everything trickles down. It trickles down.
Where the money is,
you're gonna eat the same shit sandwich that somebody else is going to have to eat at some point.
It's cool. They voted for it.
So I've got the text of the note that he sent out, and he wrote this: if you have a second home in New York City,
not a first home,
a second home in New York City worth more than $5 million, check your mailbox.
We're gonna screw
when you're back in the 5 boroughs because you've got mail.
Okay.
You've got mail.
Today we sent notification letters to property owners letting them know that a new Pied Atier tax is coming soon. I'm not familiar with that term.
PIED.
Pied with an A over it.
Your S.
It's
3 words.
Then he writes, the best city in the world deserves the best parks, libraries, and schools. That's only possible when we all pay our fair share.
Look,
who the fuck is this guy to determine what is your fair share? Who are any of these? And I'm so sick and tired that nothing rubs me the wrong way more than hearing a politician saying it's time for those rich people to pay their fair share. Who the fuck are they?
Annual tax surcharge on luxury second home.
So it's a second home. Well,
it's not the primary
Let
residence.
me tell you something. There's a lot of families and a lot of executives that come and work in New York and don't want to live there and live outside New York. So they have a second, apartment, penthouse, whatever. And I would wager that they're the ones that, it's tax the rich. Well, as I said, $5 million is
that's probably got to be like a lot of movie star types and people like that.
Right? I hope Robert De Niro, I hope he has more than one house. I know he lives there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he lives anywhere else and has a second home in New York or if that's his primary residence. I'm not sure.
So it goes to applies to non-primary residences.
Okay.
Obviously. Applies to only high value residential properties, generally those with a market value exceeding $5 million. So he's grabbing it exactly as that tax is stated. The taxes in addition to your regular property taxes. And the surcharge is progressive, starting at 0.8% of the property's value for qualifying properties and rising up to 1.3% for properties valued above $25 million.
Let's go ahead and play the Michael Rappaport video, because he put out a little video saying giving a little shout out to Mondani earlier this week. I think it's pretty good stuff.
He's come out of the fucking woodwork. Big time.
He's he's really changed his attitude.
We're talking about this earlier. He actually reminds me of Fetterman. Like he's starting to flip.
Yeah, I think he is. Fetterman.
Smiley dickhead.
Really good lately.
Zoran the moron. Zoran the dickhead. Zoran the liar. Zoran the bullshit artist. Zoran the con man. Karen Mandami, you fucking bullshit antagonistic fuck you. Okay? The United States of America. Okay? You're the mayor of a city in the United States of America. The United States of America ain't part of the ICC, you fuck. The United States of America doesn't recognize the ICC as credible, dumb fuck. You know that, because out of all the things you are, you ain't dumb fuck. You're antagonistic bullshit artist, false promise bullshit, 2-bit con man, scumbag, smiley fuckhead, but you ain't dumb. You ain't arresting nobody. BB, you're not arresting anybody. The ICC, okay, is not recognized by the United States of America. Maybe you don't recognize things that the United States of America recognizes. That's a conversation for another rant, scumbag. Okay, but everybody else does. So you could stop trying to antagonize, incite, invigorate your bullshit base of degenerate scumbags, because you know, I know, we all know that the ICC, the International Clown Court, has nothing to do legitimate in the United States of America. Fuck knows.
Fuck knows. Fuck knows.
So there's Rappaport. He's not a big Mondani fan.
And you know what? Let me say something else.
I'll bet he voted for him.
You know what? You know the thing. I'm glad you said that. Rappaport is not a conservative Republican.
No, he's not.
He doesn't like Trump at all.
No.
But he is very pro-Israel.
Yeah.
I think he's Jewish. I'm not sure. He's very pro-Israel, and he's actually displaying a lot. He's displayed lately a lot of common sense on issues that I'm surprised he's taken the position.
And actually, within the last, I mean, it's not even since. I mean, it's since Mondani said he was gonna run. He started getting after his ass.
Yeah.
So apparently he was paying attention and knew who he was. I mean, I had no idea who he was, but that doesn't mean shit. But he paid attention, and he was doing these TikTok rants and Instagram rants from the word "get," and he's fed up. And I can't remember who was interviewing him. And the reason I said what I said before that video went off, he was like, I don't appreciate anything that's happening in my city right now, and I'm actually kind of seeing somewhat of a little bit of a light. So I'm not saying that he's flipping or changing, but everything that I'm seeing out of him, because that's not the first one that I've seen, that's where his mindset is.
So I might have been wrong about Mondani's family having a place in Florida.
Where do they have?
Yeah,
Zoran Mondani owns 4 acres of vacant land in Jinga, Uganda,
Especially nice.
valued between $150,000 and $250,000. Additionally, his parents own a luxury villa overlooking Lake Victoria in Uganda.
I knew that.
It's been listed on Airbnb. 4 acres located near the source of the Nile River.
We should go there.
Jinja, owned since 2012. The parents'
Podcast
villa
on the road
is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom estate on Buziga Hill in Kampala.
I love Buziga Hill,
overlooking Lake Victoria.
Yes,
and so it's owned
by
his
who
father.
Lake Victoria is named after?
Queen Victoria.
Thank you.
There you go.
Back when England was a colonial power.
The family estate serves as the location for the Mondani family multi-day wedding celebrations, and portions of the property have been rented out to travelers.
Let's do it. Let's go for Airbnb. Let's find out. Pull up.
So
Airbnb.
they enjoy the little bit of the capitalist lifestyle right there.
I hope they're paying their fair share of taxes.
I certainly hope so.
Let's go.
Do they have the Pierre tax there in Uganda?
Tax? I don't know. Let's go. We'll go rent it, and we'll take 5-pound bags of cement and flush them down the toilet.
Oh shit!
What?
For a budget room or a studio, $20 to $40 a night.
That's it.
Upscale apartment or house, $75 to $150 a night.
In their compound, or in just Uganda?
No, just in Uganda.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that price.
Probably
not. In Uganda.
Hey, you know what? I heard Uganda.
I hear Uganda's lovely this time.
This time of year, it's a dry heat. Just. Listen. I don't.
It gets a little humid up there by Lake Victoria, though.
Yeah. You know, there's a certain look. I pull cards on the table. I don't really. There's like I don't know how you guys feel. There's places I just don't want to go in my life.
There's places I will never go.
So no disrespect.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Africa. It's not me. I don't need vaccines. I don't want to go to Africa.
I mean, Uganda's got it all over Florida. Everybody knows that.
I don't want to go to Africa. You know where else I don't want to go? I don't want to go to India.
No, I don't want to go to Southeast Asia. There's just as much crime as South Beach.
I would never go there.
I love Vietnamese food, but I'll just get it here. I don't want to go there. I mean, I got like a narrow band of places where Daddy likes to go.
I love when you refer to yourself as Daddy.
Well, Daddy doesn't like that.
Well, that's what we thought. That's what we thought you were saying on that fucking examination table at the beginning of the show.
Oh, whatever. I just can't believe you used my own video against
Does
me.
Daddy's tail look good?
You guys went to my page. You stole my material.
No, we had it beforehand.
No, I don't.
Dude, I can't even get on Facebook right now.
Because you're too stupid.
And you know as well as I do, I don't go to your page on purpose because I want you to send me shit. So.
I told you we'd say that step.
Oh my God.
I've never been to Macomb. Wait, are you talking to me or Jason? You been to Georgia? You been to Macon, Georgia?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Bosco's asking. I wouldn't mind going through Georgia. I mean, I don't have a problem with Georgia. I guess I don't.
Oh,
like
I've definitely been to Georgia.
I don't like Atlanta.
I haven't gone to visit Bosco yet. That's a plan in progress. It's been a plan in progress, but
I mean, I think I drove through Atlanta one time. I was like, never again.
Driving through Atlanta is a fucking
The
minefield.
traffic was horrific.
That's fucking terrible.
Horrific.
Northern Georgia, the mountains in northern Georgia are
very
fucking
pretty.
amazing.
Very pretty. Very pretty.
But yes, there, and I agree with you, Andrew. There are certain places in this world that
I just don't want to go.
I'm completely good.
And I'm good. I'm good. I had the opportunity a long time ago. My wife had the opportunity to do a rotation in Australia. And although I've heard it's really cool, I was like, I wasn't a big fan of the flight time there. The other thing is, do you know that pretty much everything in Australia can kill you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they have
sure.
the plant, even the plants could kill you. I mean, there's the most deadly spider in the world's in Australia.
Well, don't fuck around over
The
there.
most deadly snakes in the world are in Australia. There's bugs that can just kill you with just by looking at you sideways. I didn't go. Just too far to get there. I'm there. I guess I get, as you get older, your universe shrinks, and I'm kind of cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, shit, outside of the honor flight, you barely get out of fucking Anderson.
I pretty much don't. Is that a problem?
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it works.
Well, you go to Texas.
It works for you.
I go to Texas.
I mean,
to see my family,
but that's where he's from,
that's-
so that doesn't count.
I will say this though. I was in Houston as you guys last show. I was in Houston visiting my mom. Hi, Mom. And
Hi, Mama Pappas.
I gotta tell you again.
Happy birthday again.
Yes, she loved that picture. And then the
Oh, you got all kinds of shit.
I did. And then I was out in the yard doing some work, and I was like, oh my god. I started to see spots again. I was like, it's so fucking hot. I had forgotten. And then I was like, I played football in this weather? Why? I didn't even want to get out of my car. I was like, I rolled down the window. I was like,
Does Waterboy count as playing football?
Oh, dude, come on. You're looking
What's
at
that?
Does Waterboy count as
Right,
playing football?
Right.
I was just
Hey, Waterboy, more water
I
here.
was just checking.
Right. But those were the days, and
the football teams I was on, we didn't have water boys. So
We drank out of a hose.
Mama said that gator kill you.
But
So-
I did watch the show.
So one of the greatest things that happened this past week was in New Jersey, where it was disclosed that there were 6,600
Oh, yeah.
non-citizens
Yeah.
registered to vote in the state of New Jersey.
Yep.
How many times have we been told by Democrats that, hey, this voter fraud stuff, it's all made up. Trump, he just is pulling shit out of his ass. He's got
That
no
doesn't
proof,
happen.
You have no proof.
no proof
Blah,
whatsoever.
blah, blah, blah. If it does happen, it's negligible.
Mhm.
It doesn't really happen, yada, yada. And lo and behold,
Yeah. So the governor of New Jersey had to come out, and she says,
is she a Republican
Well,
or a Democrat?
"It's
Democrat.
It's come to my attention that there was a software glitch
Oh, of course.
that meant that
Completely
that
accidental.
magically registered non-citizens
Oh,
as voters."
Completely accidental.
And then, of course, the software people came out and said, "Nah, baba, nah, Madam Governor, you're full of shit."
Nah, baba, nah.
That's what they said.
Not
They
the
said,
old
nah,
nah,
baba,
baba, nah.
Baba, nah, baba, nah. So
Thought that was a special at the local Lebanese restaurant. I'll have a bowl of la baba nah, please.
Yeah. So let me see. The IDEMIA is the name of the software company. They work with New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission and has for more than 40 years. They support the process through which eligible individuals may indicate their interest in registering to vote when applying for or renewing driver's licenses, which the whole motor voter thing to me is just a scam waiting to happen anyway.
Yep.
They say our role is to transmit information through the motor vehicle system. The voter registration information is transmitted to the New Jersey Department of State Division of Elections, which is ultimately responsible for verifying eligibility to vote. So it's state responsibility. And it turns out more than 400 people actually cast ballots in the election.
Let me tell you,
So-
I know plenty of elections that were decided by,
Way less than 400
very,
votes.
very
Absolutely.
slim margins.
So of course she comes out and she says, "Well, it's Trump's fault that the illegal voting happened." She said Trump has zero credibility on election integrity.
How so?
He peddles bizarre conspiracy theories
Like illegals voting?
about fraud with no evidence.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
But she
Wait a
admitted.
second.
The evidence is she admitted.
Was this at the same presser that she said that, yes, these people voted,
Yes,
but it's Trump's fault
It's
because
Trump's
he provides no evidence
yeah.
Yeah.
that the people I just told you about got registered to vote.
The press conference was so asinine.
Oh my God.
I wish you'd have sent me that motherfucker.
God damn it. See, I mean,
You can't make this kind of stuff up.
I'll tell you, life is getting funnier as I'm getting older. First, you had the guy with the cat. Yeah, that guy is a cat or fox or whatever the fuck he was.
You were a fox. You were a fox.
Just like you. You're not hairy. You're furry.
I'm past furry. But and then you have I found a pattern. Democrats. It's happened here locally. I mean, if we want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But Democrats have a really bad habit of transference. And what they do is when they do something and then they're caught, they transfer it and they turn it on you that you're doing exactly what they're doing. But it's wrong now that you're doing it, but they were the ones doing it.
They backpedal and then they try to do Jedi mind tricks
And
of
then
like, no.
You're the one.
This is your fault.
And then the other thing is, and then they become what? Victims. They're the victims of you doing what they're doing, but they're accusing you of doing.
There was a great interview that the Drinking Bros played. I was listening to it today on my way back from the part-time gig, and it was Pocahontas getting interviewed by an independent journalist. And I'm going to say in quotes, independent journalist, because she wasn't affiliated with, anything that we
vegetable soup.
Yeah. Any of the big ones. And she was like, excuse me, Miss Warren, like, what about the 6600 in New Jersey? And she was like, that's just all made up. That's just all lies.
It's not made up.
And she was like, no, the governor actually said it. And she was like, well, I think you're taking it out of context.
No.
So to your point, everything was getting turned. And she was like, this just makes no sense. And this independent journalist was like, you should probably go back and read what one of your Democrats said, because it makes absolute sense.
No, I am so sick of it. And I will say here, locally, to turn it a little bit local for a second. I'm not going to get too. By the way, I just got breaking news. There was a protest on 5 Mile on Beachmont, an anti-ICE protest that our new trustee, Tom Hodges, attended. Isn't that wonderful?
How about that?
Good old Tommy Boy Hodges. Ice out.
Ice out. That's what the sign reads that he has in his hand.
I don't think he has in his hand. I think it's one of the other toothless wonders. I guess he drove them from the age home. But anyway, my point is that locally we had a candidate that stepped down. And
I was going to ask you about that.
Okay. Well, a couple. I don't want to get specific because it's not time yet to get specific. There'll be a time. But the candidate stepped down from a race, and we're struggling to find a candidate to replace them. And one of the reasons I've heard given was that, now I've heard a couple, so I don't know exactly which one's true, but is that to protect their family because there's been a lot of bullying and a lot of harassment going on. Well, then what does the Democrat candidate do? Democrat candidate puts out a presser and says, I think this is so brave of this candidate. I respect them so much for putting their family first.
It's a race for a state representative, right?
It is, but not
state representative.
But not. I condemn those in my party that harassed this person out of the race. We can't do that. And then get this one.
No fault there.
Wait, you want to know the kicker?
Please.
You know whose fault this all is?
Is it Trump's fault?
Close.
Okay.
Who's the closest thing to Trump
Pappas.
locally?
Vivek? Or your fault?
Locally.
Your fault.
Pappas.
My fault. Suhoff Wood.
You are the embodiment of
I
Trump.
I love that you think you're that close to Trump. But that's amazing.
That's not me saying it. It's them saying it. Suhoff Wood, Kathy Flemmer-Stemmer.
That fucking clown.
Barbara YP. All these freaks are like, Mr. Pappas is so toxic, and he's the reason. I'm like, what did I have to do with this? I only come at, let me tell you something. I'll give you a little secret about me. I only come at you if you come at me, for the most part, unless you're like a sitting public official. I usually, because I have to have a lot of shit. And the guy's never done anything to me, but he sucks as a mayor. I sit there, and if you've come at me, I'm coming back at you twice as hard. That's just the way I operate. Okay. And these people will sit there and say, oh, it's my fault. Well, let me tell you something. Suhoff Wood, You're not innocent as the wind-driven snow. Stemmer, you're a slob. And Barbara YP, all you hags have been on social media for decades. Spewing your vitriol and bullshit against vile bullshit, not only against me, but people that I know that sit in office. And then now you have the balls to say you're a victim.
I love how he looks at the TV.
Just screw you.
I love how he looks at himself while he's getting mad.
That's emotion right there. Look at that raw emotion.
You look like a fat Gargamel from the Smurfs.
What's a Gargamel?
Gargamel. You remember Gargamel and the Smurfs? Oh, come on.
So she dropped
Google
out.
it.
She dropped out because of the threats.
I don't know.
He said he wasn't getting into detail.
All right.
I've heard the candidate in question, who may or may not be female, has said they got out for the sake of their family.
Which is fair.
Okay. Totally fair. But we are literally.
I can say you have been nothing but fucking supportive.
We are.
I know that.
We are 10 days away from the deadline. We have a very little time. You know how hard it is to find a candidate to run anyway?
Yeah.
So I put your name in, Dan, and I hope it works out.
Maybe I'll call Josh on the way home, and we'll get the ball rolling.
I think you should drop your name in. I think you'd make a fantastic candidate.
Kiefer, would you vote for me?
I'd vote for you.
All right.
You voted for me. I'll vote for you.
What are you going to do for me? Because I didn't commit yet. Am I your
He doesn't need or want your vote.
Am I your campaign manager?
My campaign manager.
That's right.
Oh my God. Yeah. Guess what? You're not getting in, bro. You're not getting in.
But I mean, my point is, it's so funny. It's just another example of Democrats doing something, and then they turn around, they say, "Oh no, you're the bully," or "No, you're cheating at elections," or "No, you don't have proof of cheating elections." Meanwhile, they're registering illegal aliens to vote. Right. But no, you're making it up, and it's Donald Trump's fault for spreading vitriol and lies.
It does all come together. It completely fits, because when you can get them dead to fucking rights, they will still say, well, that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. It didn't happen here that we have people in our township that have spent decades. I'm not talking about days. I'm talking about decades of being the most disgusting. I didn't even mention Jennifer Dice-Capel, so don't get me started. But at the end of the day, disgusting human beings that have said the most vile and disgusting things online, and then think they're going to go out pure as the wind-driven snow and say, God, Mr. Pappas is mean. Here's the deal. I am what I am in public. I'll say it right to your face, and I'll put my name behind it. I don't go behind fake bullshit profiles and post anonymously your bullshit, which everybody know that it's you doing it, a.k.a. Sean Martin, you weird fuck.
All right, we don't need to fucking go through the whole fucking local goddamn.
I just had to mention them.
I get it.
I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Tyler said,
Tyler
said he needs a round trip fully paid to Cincinnati. He'll vote for you. Hey, we'll get you on the voter rolls because the Democrats.
All you do is apply for a driver's
Is he an illegal alien?
Yeah. Yes.
He identifies.
Yes. So it works out.
So
if they're allowed to do it, then why can't we?
So you got New Jersey. Where is New Jersey located? This is on the East Coast of the United States.
Right next to New York.
So you got the New Jersey on the East Coast. Then we go out to the West Coast.
I thought you were asking for
where
real. I was like, come on.
Where the homelessness in Los Angeles grew by about 3.4% over the last year. Survey conducted of the previous year found 44,000 people living on the street and 72 people all across LA County. Mayor Karen Bass was asked about this and blamed the Trump administration. She says the Trump administration has driven up the cost of gas, which has a terrible effect on the homeless population.
On the homeless?
Yeah.
What?
That's what she's saying. She's saying the homeless population in Los Angeles is Trump's fault.
No. The price of gas.
Yes.
Has affected the homeless.
That, according to Karen, that she's making a case.
I think they're carless too.
It's not the gas of where they shit on the ground. It's not that type of gas.
So I'm pretty sure part of being homeless is you're more than likely carless too.
So the Trump administration, according to her, has driven up the cost of gas, groceries, and rent, pushing more families to the edge and slashing critical safety net funding, Bass said in a statement. Well, how much money did Gavin Newsom dedicate to homelessness in the state of California?
Let me ask you another question. How many homes, what is the funding mechanism of most municipalities?
Property taxes.
Okay. So in LA over there at the Pacific, the Palisades, where all the homes burned down, how many of those homes, those have a pretty big taxable value, would you say?
I would say so, but
now that they're empty and devoid
maybe the
of
value
any
is not
structure,
the same now that they're empty lots.
So who does that actually hurt? the municipality that those homes are located in, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose the tax base there, right? So she should be pointing this finger at herself and her governor for failing to remember when they had the presser after that fire and they're like, we're gonna fast track the permitting process and cut through all the red tape. How many homes have been built out there?
Never happened.
I think to date they've issued one permit.
So
and you were sitting there
one
having,
permit.
and we're having a
You remember when Trump
discussion?
went out there and they had the round table and he was sitting, Trump was sitting here, Mayor Bass was sitting right there, and he said, look, you got to cut through the red tape.
you have to do something.
And we're having
And
a
he said,
discussion.
oh, I will. We've already
There's
done that,
actually
Mr.
a
President.
discussion about whose fault this is.
So
got
I've
proof
got
right
I've got
there.
a number for you.
Oh.
So since Governor Newsom became governor in 19, California has committed $37 billion toward
37
homelessness related programs. Now it breaks it down.
Billion.
Billion with a B.
Homeless housing,
Million.
assistance and prevention, 4.95 billion to cities, counties, and regional agencies. You have to make sure that that money's going where it needs to go because you're putting it in charge of these entities, right?
Well, see, right there, when you say it went to cities, counties, and regional agencies,
yes.
that translated, that means NGOs.
NGOs.
Yes.
That then gets back
Non-governmental
to where does it go from
organizations.
there,
Which is
Dan?
exactly what I said.
Dan, where's it go from there?
Well, a nice stream of it goes right back into Gavin Newsom's pocket,
Right back to
and
his wife. To
Yeah.
his wife.
Correct.
Project Home Key Plus, more than $4 billion combined to purchase or convert hotels, motels, and other buildings into housing. Encampment Resolution Fund, $1 billion to help clear encampments while connecting people to housing and services.
Why do you need $1 billion for that? I mean, the city has employees who go out and do that kind of stuff every single day.
Proposition 1, a $6.4 billion voter-approved bond for behavioral health treatment facilities and supportive housing for people experiencing homelessness and serious mental illness. I will get behind that one.
Does that include new choppers for meth addicts?
Well, that
Dental?
Because you lose your teethus.
Sure.
So you need new teethus.
Everyone knows. I mean, if you're going to lose your teeth to meth,
but it falls
it's the
into
city's responsibility.
How do you get a job if you got no grill?
it falls into the fucking bring back the asylum type fucking narrative though. Like bring it back.
Do you mean the Fox at the beginning of the show didn't convince you of the rampant need for a lot of insane asylums?
That's one that I can get behind because they're actually attempting.
I'll tell you right now.
But they're
I'd
not
like this.
fixing it, but they're attempting to do the mental illness piece, which nobody fucking does.
I'd like
typically.
to see the credentials
don't.
of that doctor that was examining that dude.
Well,
I thought it was me.
her cholesterol was 460.
By the way, I went for a full medical.
She lives
Everything looks-
as a medical professional
Why don't we
from
solve it
afar. She lives in AFib. I know that.
She lives in AFib. Is that a place?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Not a good place to live.
I mean, man, I wouldn't even have a problem if they said, "Hey, listen, we're gonna have a special tax for just to reestablish mental institutions." I'd be like, "Yep, sign me up. Pay me them. Show me where to sign." Of course, they will waste that money.
I think we were a lot better off when we had mental institutions.
There's just mental illness out there, man. It's
Yes.
worse than ever.
and
it's worse
instead of
than
these
ever.
folks
And the
bumping
problem
around
is-
on the streets all day,
We have nowhere to put
The
them.
problem
they have
is
somewhere to go.
in the pre-hospital situation that I'm in, when we do run across individuals like this, which it sucks, and it's
Mhm.
sometimes you have to be shitty and whatever because you get treated like shit and it's just a reaction. But sometimes there's just nowhere for us to take them. We have one place.
Where do you take them? That's a good question.
So we have one place in Cincinnati, which is part of University of Cincinnati Medical Center. They have a mental health ward, but it can only handle so much. And so we get on the scene and it comes up to it like not an argument because we work really well with our law enforcement, but I'm like, there's not a medical issue here. This is a mental issue, and we're not taking an ambulance out of service because we're here for medical shit. And typically our cops are very good, and they transport them down to right across from UC, right down in Clifton. There's a place, but there's only so much room.
oh yeah, it's got to be. It can't have that much capacity.
No. So
So when it's full, They just get turned out. Or do you pick the least crazy? Do you release?
No,
the
they
least
get
crazy?
assessed. They get assessed, and then I'm sure it's like a fucking puppy mill. I don't work there, and I'm gonna get probably yelled at by some nurse friends or whatever.
That's right.
I don't know because I drop them. If I do take them down there, I drop them, and I don't know what happens, right? But it turns into, well, you're not as bad as that guy.
So you're
So,
gone.
Here's your bus token, and you can head
Look,
back.
we've decided as a society that we've closed down the mental institutions. Okay, and sadly,
Oh shit! Sitsy's here! Yay!
yay.
God, we've missed
It
you.
was since Reagan. If you've listened
Holy
on other
shit.
shows, I think he stalks me. I'm not sure
God, we
because he hasn't been on for a long time.
he hasn't.
I think he's just sitting at home listening to the show. Hopefully his clothes on. But anyway, the point of the matter is that look, Reagan did close. I'll be the first one to admit. Reagan
fact.
did. He
It's a
closed
fucking
the
fact.
mental institutions. Big mistake. Problem is then, so people that are crazy or whatever have mental illness, obviously they can't function in society. They
We
fall
also
by the
weren't
wayside.
diagnosing mental illness like we are now.
Correct.
Then.
Correct. And then and so what happens? They get sent, they break the law, they become homeless, whatever, continually break the law, and we put them in jail. Well, jail's not the place to treat mental illness.
That's fact.
Correct.
That's not the place to treat mental illness. And were there
Tyler says it's a magical Friday.
were there were there I mean, remember the show One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Good
Yeah.
flick,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Jack Nicholson.
Great flick.
Were there abuses in the system?
Yes.
Yes. That was the 70s, the late 70s, early 80s. Yes, there were abusive in the system. Does it mean that we should have closed them all off and never opened another one? No. I'm pretty sure I heard, you might want to double check me on this. I'm pretty sure Vivek is the only gubernatorial candidate that has brought up the fact that we need to reopen mental institutions. And that would be really cool. Because you know what? That would help. That would relieve some of the pressure from the jails. And instead of people that work at the jails being not only, have to worry about the sane criminals, you get the insane people into places where they could get treatment. Because you can't fix crazy.
I would gladly.
God knows if you ever dated the wrong person, you can't fix crazy.
No, I would gladly.
There's a whole YouTube video about
like
it.
to see
The
a
crazy hot
portion
matrix.
of my tax dollars
Yeah.
go for
mental
a
illness.
mental health
Yeah.
institution.
Yeah. Not mental wellness. Hold on a second, because we do have
Yeah.
a mental wellness thing. But what we are saying is an institution,
A place to house these
a
people.
place that you can take these people, put them somewhere
And
where they're not a threat to
long-term if
society. That's right.
necessary.
Where you're held against your will if you're
Yeah.
if you're found to be incompetent, and then you are treated, and then perhaps get treatment, get help.
All right. Once you get off this diatribe, can we go to like what the main topic was?
Well, yeah, sure.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
finish out, but
Well, I mean, I thought we were fluid.
Well, the thing is, you could
we
have
just haven't
you could
covered
have,
anything.
You could have
Sure,
cameras like
That's not
flock
true.
cameras at these mental health facilities
Oh, nice.
to keep an eye on these people. We
Yes.
we didn't have so much of that access back in the 1970s or the early 80s when these places were closed.
Oh,
I just think it's a totally different world.
Everything's changed.
so.
I think we've seen the
I
consequences.
can
of
tell
that.
you it's changed since I became a paramedic. From
You know,
2000
yeah.
in 2002
It's
to now.
expensive. It's expensive, but I think it's a lot less expensive than paying for the consequences of the actions
So
of these
speaking-
individuals. Some people
look at
pay
old
with their
dude.
lives.
I'm
Look
trying-
at old dude that slit that girl's throat,
I'm trying to do a segue.
who had many
Yeah.
mental check-ins at hospitals,
Right.
and he sliced her throat wide open.
I'm trying.
There's just one example.
I'm trying to segue here. So
I just did.
you guys because then you got off it again. You guys talked about flock cameras. That's a pretty hot subject here locally, and I'm probably going to spur a lot of discussion.
Is flock an acronym for
yes,
something?
yes.
What is it?
Flock of seagulls. So
Flock of You have a fucking computer right there.
Why are they called flock cameras and not
Because
You have a
surveillance
fucking
you
computer
know
right
why?
there, Dan.
Because they all
Instead-
act together as a flock.
Instead, I'm fucking serving you
So-
and fucking doing
Well,
this.
I'm-
Our
I'm engaged
trustees.
in the conversation. I don't want to be banging away on.
So
Oh, yeah.
we have. Let me
Oh,
tell you
never
something.
mind me.
We have flock
You're a fucking
cameras
dick.
here in- I'm trying.
You're doing great.
All right, thank you. We have flock cameras in Anderson. I don't know if you guys know that. So we've approved back in the day. We approved for the sheriff's office. They came to us and they said we'd like to put flock cameras here in the township, and we're like, cool, no
Did
problem.
they call them flock cameras?
Yeah,
back
it's-
I
then?
swear to God, they're called
No,
flock cameras.
No, it's the actual name of the company.
FLOCK. not FLUCK.
Yeah.
All right. Is Flock the only company that produces these cameras?
I have no
don't
idea.
think so.
I don't know.
No, there's
Okay.
other companies, but
All
that's the main one. That's like the
Okay.
upper echelon.
So what these things
They
do-
also do the license plate readers.
Okay.
because that's what it is. It's a camera that checks plates, and if your plate comes up, okay,
But you
it
have two
sends
different types. You've got stationary, and then you've got ones that are on
police cars.
police cars.
Correct. So the ones that are in question or seem to be arousing everybody's irritation, or at least some people's irritation, are the flock cameras that are stationary, because nobody argues, or very few people argue, that we don't need them in police cars. I guess I haven't heard that argument. Maybe they're out there. Just telling you my experience. And I'm basing my opinion on this. So a lot of people on my side of the aisle, and I don't know why the left doesn't like them. I mean, they're just like overreach, maybe big government, but the liberals are, or the conservatives are like, it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. And I'm like, well, how so? And they're like, well, it's invasion of my privacy. And I said, well, the court has already ruled that when you're in public, you actually have no expectation of privacy.
That's fact.
Okay. That's been established law.
When you leave your house.
Once you leave your house, you have no expectation of privacy in current situation. And they're like, well, we don't like the fact that they're recording where we're going. I'm like, if your license plate comes up that you're wanted for something, it alerts the police. So I raised the point, if I had a daughter or a son or any child that was kidnapped, and they could enter this license plate into the system, then I have every camera in the area looking for this car. Does it work perfectly? Absolutely not. Nothing works perfectly. Has it been abused? Absolutely, it's been abused. There's many stories.
We have a story.
We have a story here.
Up at some point.
There are stories that police have misused this. That police, are human beings as well. But the people that want to defund the police are pretty much the ones that want to do away with the flock cameras. And the people on my side of the aisle that are very strict constitutionalists, which I love you people, don't get me wrong. But I've spoken to many detectives, and I'm talking just detective level detectives, not like they're supervisors or anything else. I'm talking about people that solve crime, and they say these cameras help exponentially. So what do? I don't know. There's a lot of discussion. The trustees here want to remove them. They're suddenly anti-flock cameras, and they don't like them, so they want to get rid of them. What do you guys think? I don't know. We'll throw it out there. Jason's got a story about we're going to share here shortly, right now.
So here's where I'm at. I understand, like, oh my God, my privacy's being violated. Like, I don't understand that statement, but I've heard the statement, right?
Right.
I understand the fact that when I leave my house, I'm watched. I'm watched everywhere. I'm watched in my firehouse when I'm there.
They will say that doesn't make it right.
There's certain places that they cannot put cameras, obviously, like our living quarters, bathrooms, and that. But our bay floor,
that's where they need them most for you guys.
where our bay floors and our assets are, the fire trucks.
Is that what he said?
Guy that shot.
All right,
the guy
never
at the
mind.
work
I'll
yard.
just shut the fuck up.
I'm listening to you.
I'll just shut the fuck up.
Why you get like that? We're listening.
Well, because Dan can't keep a fucking. Neither one of you two.
We're interacting with our audience, which is very important.
I just threw.
I've been interacting the whole
random
fucking
comment.
time, and neither one of you two. You only look up when you're arguing with yourself on the fucking TV.
That's not true.
It's amazing. But here's one of the biggest issues that I have,
Abuses.
and it's very prevalent, and I've known a lot of cops over a lot of years that before flock cameras were the thing, running license plates, whatever, like it happens. Like you said, they're human.
They're human.
They're gonna have that little. Oh, I have an ex-girlfriend that's dating somebody else. Hey, I want to run his fucking plate.
Absolutely.
It's happened. I've watched it happen. And it's unfortunate, and that's where it's those little things that push some of these people to where we need to get rid of it. Well, no, I agree with you and your detectives that you've talked to and all the cops I've talked to. It does help solve crime.
Which let's be fair.
I don't have anything to hide. So me going out in my truck and driving down the road, driving to Forest Hill Swim Club here in a little bit when we go play cards. I don't care who fucking sees me, who watches
there's
me,
not
whatever.
a camera between here and there.
Well, I'll make sure I drive by one.
Okay.
I don't care because I'm not doing anything nefarious.
And mistakes have happened that the wrong license plate has been entered in because they are entered into the system by humans. Okay.
So this article, but it was just ironic because our Facebook feed over here in Anderson Township has just been going fucking crazy. But this article reads for the audio listeners: detective accused of accessing data flock system to get information on her husband's ex.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
So
and
this is out of Florida. This is Sumter County, Florida. Sheriff's detective was fired and taken into custody after she allegedly accessed several systems to gather information. According to a statement issued by the sheriff, he essentially, I'm going to paraphrase, he had to arrest one of his own.
Yeah.
He had to arrest one of his own, suspend her, arrest her, fire her.
Yeah.
And it was multiple occasions. And there are monthly audits that are done on these things.
Yeah, there's a trail.
Yes.
When you log it, well, let's be
And that's
clear.
what a lot of people don't understand is they audit these things monthly.
Okay, 513 raised a great point, and that's what he said. We never said anyone's complaining about the ones on the cruisers. We're saying the ones they're arguing about are the stationary ones.
Correct.
We're not arguing that. So there's no argument there. So take your statement back because it's stupid. But the point of the matter is that there is a trail when you access. It's not like you can just fire it up under a pseudonym. They have to access it, and it records.
It's all very secure.
What you're accessing, when you're accessing it. So there, as Jason said, there's an audit trail. Okay. So if you're abusing the system, you're going to get caught more than likely, and you will be prosecuted.
You may have gotten the information that you wanted.
If you're accessing it warrantless or without
cause. You may get the information, but you're going to get, you might
find out where your ex is, but
right.
Okay. But you're probably going to, it's okay. So it's mass surveillance. Okay. Well, let me ask you a question. I'm going to throw this out there for you guys. I know we got to wrap this up. Okay, so the people that I find that here's the logic that I go through. So the people that are very against this, okay, I say, okay, do you have an Alexa? Well, yeah. Do you have a cell phone? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use credit cards? Yeah. Do you have a smart TV? Yeah.
You're fucking trapped.
Do you have a smart anything in your house, oven, whatever, refrigerator, which I can show you what's in my fridge right now. But the point of the matter is that
if you have a VPN connected to it, you can take some of that away. But your cell phone, unless you're spending a shit ton of money on your cell phone.
Warrants. I said you have to have cause, not warrants. You have to have cause. I said warrants, but I corrected myself. I said you have to have cause. So you can't just, if they're investigating a crime. Matter of fact, the guy, which someone else said, the guy that shot the people at the lumberyard was caught because of a flock camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
So my point is that if I look, is it going to be abused? Yes, possibly. But I told my police friend, you guys need to do a better job of advertising and getting the information out by the cases that are solved by this system.
Yes.
And if I had a daughter or a child that was picked up or abducted, and the flock camera, these number of cameras that are being used and picks up on that and solves that case, then I would feel better.
It's worth its weight in gold.
513, you're right. You do have a choice to have.
That's why I highlighted
you have a choice to not have any of those things.
But tell me any motherfucker outside of the Amish.
That's right. That don't have these things.
Yes.
So unless you don't have these things, and yes, you have a choice. Absolutely, you have a choice to have a phone and have all this shit. But if you do have this shit, you seem to me to be a bit hypocritical that you're complaining about Big Brother watching you, yet you have Big Brother. For example,
how about you just do the right thing? He said that they have other products. It's just not plate. Just do the right thing, and guess what? You have nothing to worry about. They don't give a fuck about you.
Let me ask you this: how many times have you been talking about something?
Oh, all the time.
You get on Facebook or you get on your phone, and then what miraculously happens?
You get advertisements for that
exactly
particular product.
Yeah. Like I saw Dan's phone pop up here, and it was something about penile enlargement, which I was concerned about.
John Smith just said, I got a VPN just for the hub, the Pornhub. No,
Sorry,
you're right. Everything is fucking
That's pretty funny.
That's not true, though.
I know it's not true, but it's pretty
not
funny.
true. It's not true.
It happens all the time.
It's not mine, baby. I swear.
Everything is fucking tracked.
Everything's tracked. So
don't do anything nefarious and you're good. Be a good, upstanding human being.
I do appreciate the argument, and I actually and look, I'm not saying, and here's the funny thing: 513 might fall over, so get ready to hear a thud. I don't know if I'm right about this. I don't know if I'm right. I just telling you, this is my opinion, and for me, I feel like giving law enforcement the tools that they say they need, I'm cool with. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm cool with it too. I think we need to have.
I'm trying to figure out. He said, and you gave them permission through terms and conditions.
He's talking about when you download Alexa and you
sure,
buy a cell phone.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not. Where did I say that you didn't?
But you also accepted
you voluntarily
terms. You also accepted terms on a cell phone.
That's right.
That you use for your small business,
and you sit there and I'm saying you cannot criticize, say Flock is invading your privacy if you've already given up your privacy by your own volition. Is it volition? I think it's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think when you weigh the potential abuses against the potential benefits, I think the potential benefits far outweigh the worst that can come from the abuse of the system. I think anyone that has access to these cameras and the information that they gather, I think there need to be clear, unambiguous policies about how these things are supposed to be used.
Which they have them.
And if you violate those policies,
you get fired.
There need to be severe penalties.
Well, we just had a story of the lady that got canned.
You get fired, and she stays in jail time.
To me, it's not any more complicated than that.
Look, you can Google.
I mean, the policies need to be cut and dried. It's not, well, you can do a little bit of this here, a little bit. It has to be cut and dried. There has to be a clear line that you cannot cross.
When a department brings these types of things in, even with tasers, the cops, all of that's recorded. As soon as they pull the trigger, the timestamp, who checked that taser out.
It's recorded when you pull it out of your holster.
As soon as you activate it.
Yeah.
It's recorded and it's checked out. Most departments, maybe not everyone, so don't fucking hate on me, but
they're gonna hate on you.
It's recorded who has it.
But
right?
but
when they bring in these flock cameras, when they bring in the license plate readers, everybody goes through a training. They sign off on knowing how to use it, the ethical way to use it, and then they have a standard operating procedure as to the use of it.
So you can't use it to track your Amazon shipment?
Correct.
That's against the law.
It's against the law.
Well, that sucks.
Well, that does suck.
Well, but you can use
guess what? I have a phone. I have a phone that I'm being tracked on that I track my Amazon shipments.
I'm just saying
there are things in place and she fucked up.
I can honestly say I've never bought anything from Amazon.
Are you really? Your wife?
Well,
my wife has.
Okay, well, there you go.
But I personally have never.
They're in your house. You have an Alexa?
No.
I could see that. Jason, do you guys have Alexa?
Never have them.
Yes. Yeah, we have multiple actually. Okay. I'm trying to understand this. Jason won't even say where his second job is, but he's okay with thousands of government camps tracking his movement.
Ha.
What?
Wait, you forgot the ha.
Why?
Say the ha.
Ha.
LOL.
Why does that matter? You'll know soon enough.
Because he said what? No, because he's saying. I guess what he's saying here. Because I excuse me. I speak stupid. I think that what he's saying here is that you like your privacy by not mentioning what your second job is. Okay,
you can look it up though. You can find it,
but you don't have a problem being tracked.
You can find it. I'm just not going to say it on video.
A-Town, are there less officers
today
than years ago? Oh, your guys are talking back and forth. I'm sorry. So look, I'm just saying.
If you really want to know, you can find out. You can find out the fire department I work for.
Look, I just
try to be a little bit fucking respectful. That's all. That's all that is.
I started this discussion on my page, and I was getting shit. So I was getting called a rhino. I was like, okay, I guess I am. By you
because you're not foursquare against flock cameras.
Because I'm not foursquare against flock cameers. So I'm not. I'm a rhino.
That reminds me of something.
What's that?
By the way,
what's that?
Is Mitch McConnell alive or dead?
I don't know.
If you had to wager an amount of money,
he's probably not doing well. I would probably say you don't want to
put your money on that.
I would say
you want to go for the gray area.
He may or may not have an IV of formaldehyde.
You're not picking him for your pickleball team.
But how sick is that? is that I mean, look, the guy.
Well, you just hit a tangent and you're running down.
We have somewhere to be. By the way.
I mean, what you said just jogged my memory about.
No, that's
Mitch
something
McConnell.
to discuss. I mean, it's not fair.
It's an IV line of formaldehyde to
but
keep him alive.
I think you guys.
Was it August 4th?
I think it's a listen. I want to have
the date that they need to keep him alive.
You guys got to get to a card game, but I think it's a discussion to save or to continue another day because these cameras. I mean, look, we've seen the movie. What was that Minority Report with was it Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Okay, where they're scanning your eyes, right? As you walk in these places and they're scanning your eyeballs.
And what's the one with Will Smith? Where they tracked him?
That was you know what?
iRobot.
No, that was Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State.
Now,
that was a great movie.
You know what I think about that movie? That movie's probably now 20 years old. Can you think what the technology is today? What it was then?
And,
I mean,
and
Gene
like,
Hackman is great in that movie.
and everyone's like, "Oh my
He
god, I
lived in
can't believe they did that back then."
He lived in a Faraday box, if you know what that is. So look, I'm not saying, and this might, like I said, if I was going to fold over, I don't know that I'm right on this or wrong on this. I think it's just a great discussion to have because this more and more of this shit's going to come up. I was in it, not a disagree. Dave Hatter, mayor of Fort Wright, I think, or Fort Thomas. He's on 55. He does the Tech Fridays.
I had him on my show last night.
Okay. He is dead set against block cameras. He hates them. Okay. That's fine. I just think this is a discussion that we as a society need to have because this is going to come more and more as AI becomes more popular. We don't need the police to do a search. The AI is going to decide who is in violation or whatever. And that could lead to problems as well. I'm open enough to say that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not okay. It's just for safety. I'm saying it has solved crimes. It has.
How closely do you want to follow 513's daily activities?
Not very closely.
Oh shit!
But let me ask you a question. Someone says, "Does it prevent crime?"
We do a little bit of woodworking. Then we go to Pornhub. And then we go back to a little bit of woodworking. And then we woodwork some more.
But
we woodwork some more.
But if it doesn't prevent crime. But if you take a criminal off the streets, aren't you making society safer?
I think
so.
I think that's worth its weight in gold.
So
to be honest with you.
It's a good discussion to have. Let's keep the ball rolling.
I don't have anything to hide, so it's fine.
That's a good art. That's a good attitude to have as well. But people will say like, "Well, one day you will."
Yeah, sure, maybe, potentially.
And government will overreach.
But guess what? Guess what? Everybody has access to my criminal record as it sits right now.
It's just
Tyler in Canada could look it up if he wants to.
Once you leave the confines of your own home,
domicile.
You have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
You have no expectation of privacy.
I
followed you last week
as a news reporter. We had seminars on this back in the 1990s about where you could.
That was 35 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Thank you.
And we talked about the issue of a reasonable expectation of privacy, because as news reporters, we were shooting video. I mean,
can you
shoot video in at someone's house from the street all day long? Can you shoot video of someone's house from a sidewalk all day long?
Twice on Sunday.
But now, if you're standing in front of their house, can you aim that camera and shoot inside their house from an open door or open window, something like that, and then record something that maybe they don't want the public to see? Well, then you start getting into a gray area there.
Okay.
So I mean, there's all these,
and think about today with drones and everything else.
Absolutely, and back then, even in I did a story on this back in the 90s, and then I mean, there were cameras in elevators, there's cameras in office buildings, cameras at red lights, and back in the 90s, and back then about 30 to 40% of your day was captured on camera. Now it's closer to 80 or 90% of your day is captured. When you talk about
cameras everywhere,
the Ring doorbells and the people have cameras on their homes.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because I was looking at a fucking solicitor yesterday 2 times.
Oh man, I had a guy come by yesterday, and I was like, "No thanks." And he's like, "Can I come back in 30 minutes?" I'm like, "Dude, go away."
No, you can't.
But no,
guys, we appreciate you paying attention to this fucking diatribe.
Ring doorbells. You have a Ring camera, any security system that has a camera on your house, guess what?
Now you're violating somebody else's privacy.
No, but you're violating your own tenant. Well, yes, you've invited them into your house.
I'm violating somebody out on the street with my Ring camera.
Do you have a Ring camera?
Yeah.
Oh God, he could see me in my car.
Oh, I fucking see you all the time.
Stop watching me.
We're going to come back to you Monday, 4 o'clock.
Stop doing weird things.
And
Do
hope
you have a
everybody
ring
has a great
No, I do
weekend.
not.
Do you have a ring
Remember the
No, I don't even have a
VarnerFoundation.org.
doorbell.
We didn't
Why
play
do
the
you not have
commercial.
Alexa?
These two idiots are
I
going
don't
to
want
talk.
to. What,
But
what
hey,
I want
we love
Alexa
you guys.
for?
We love the
'Cause you're
conversation.
lonely.
in
No,
the
I'm not. I
chats,
have a wife
and
at
we'll
home.